Hello, dear children. How are you all? I hope everybody is very fit and fine and doing your proper revisions. Right, children? Every time you have to very nicely revise the chapter, read textbook properly, line to line, see the spelling, right? So that you can achieve a very good marks in upcoming examinations. Okay, children. So today, children, we are going to learn very nicely the revision session of chapter 3 and 4. So all of you see the video up to the last, and at the last there is a few question also. You have to very nicely solve that question for your revision question. So all of you, let's see and see the video. Children's, today we revise the chapter 3 a day with Nandu. In this chapter you see one day Nandu wake up and he imagine there is a great forest, and that is not actually, it is a leg and trunks of his family member. Now you see children's, Nanima is the oldest in the herd of the elephant, and who is, what we know that the oldest female is the leader of the elephant herds, and Nanima means children mother's mother. So you see others female also follow, others female elephants saw her and started follow her. So she's the leader. Now you see the next thing, when they reach the jungle, the member of the herd started spreading out, and each member went their favorite leaves and twigs. So what elephant eats? Leaves and twigs. Okay, after they eaten, the herds moved towards the river. Baby elephant enjoy playing in the water. Understand, you see here is a very important thing is written, that how much what elephant can eat more than 100 kilogram of leaves and twigs in a one day. Understand this point. So this is very very important, how much our elephants sleep to 2 to 4 hour in a day. They love to play with mud and water, very important, and the mud will keep their skin cool, children. And their big ears, you see the elephant big ears of the elephant works like the fans. So there is question also, how big elephant ears, the elephant flaps this to keep themselves cool. Okay, children, so let's see the next what they do. So now it's a time for some fun and games. So all are you see here in this how they are playing the games in water, right? So Nandu saw his brother sister pulling each other tails, and you see what they are doing. Amma gently pushed Nandu towards the water as she was telling him to go and play. Nandu loved to play with in the water. His cousin sister also just reached there, and strong fountains of the water fell on his head. So this thing we understand. Nandu joined them in the game. Okay, so next you see children's, before sunset they started back towards the jungle. By Nandu was tried and he settled himself. Okay, you see very very important here about the elephant herds are what, mainly female and baby elephant. Oldest female is the very very important, you see here, oldest female is the leader of the herd. Okay, a herd may have 10 to 12 female elephants and young ones. This is the very important question of elephant herd. Suppose the question is coming about elephant herd, so you have to write this thing. Okay, children. So next you see elephant live together in groups. So many animals are live together, and these elephant groups are called herds. So many elephants are live together. They usually move around together. So for searching of foods. Okay, so children, you see the group of lions, what we call, so the group of lions is called pride. Okay, group of fish school, right? And many group of owl parliament. Okay, so this is what we are saying, that group of animals. Okay, group of owl parliament. Understand, so many groups are there. You can group of ants colony, we can say colony, right? So let's see next, why animals, children, why, how do elephant help each other? So whenever children, whenever they in trouble, whenever any trouble is there, not just help each other, but they also join together to care for and rescue their young ones. Understand, so let's see the next. So next you see here, what the few questions. You see elephant, how elephants jungle in the jungle, how they are going jungle safaris. Okay, you see this picture. So here is one question. How here is one question, children. How elephant useful to us? How? So this is what how elephant useful to us. Elephants are useful in the following: is they help in spreading tree seeds far and wide, rich manures, and every time they produce dung, they used to attract tourists. You see in this picture how tourists are going. They used to attract the tourists and used in jungle safaris. They are used to carry the loads. They are used by the forest department to look after the entire jungles, right? So you can see here. Now childrens, look at in this picture what we discussed. This one is egret bird and this is buffaloes. You see there is very important question. Why do you think the egret is sitting on buffalo body? And before that I already understand you in the class that what do you mean by symbiotic relationship. It is a type of relationship where one species benefit from the relationship while the other species remain unaffected by the relationship, right students? So what we are seeing here, what we are seeing that one is egret and one is buffalo, so both are getting very nicely benefited, right? It is a type of relationship where one species benefit from the other while the others remain unaffected by the relationship, right children? So you can see here both are helping each other. Okay, you see children here cattle egret that follow grazing buffaloes and eat flies and bugs. In this case the egret is getting its food without harming the buffalo. So in this case both are very nicely unaffected. It is a type of relationship developed. Okay, one species benefit from the relationship while the other species remain unaffected by the relationship. Okay, now let us see the next. Let us see the next children's. Here is you have to fewer. You see children here in this picture. Here is a horse, snake, what they complaining. Okay, so you see the monkey dance to entertain the people. And you see here one question. How do you think that they are different, the monkeys that dance to entertain people and the monkeys that are free? So childrens, I will tell you, the monkey which are free are very happy. Of course it is happy, freedom is there. They get food on time, they do whatever they like, go whenever wherever they want. Whereas the monkey that dance to entertain people do not enjoy such freedom as they are used by people to earn money, right children? So they feel sad. This is also understand. So this is what about this you have to learn from here. And children, you see there is an elephant. One is Asian and one is African elephant. Many times I discuss in the class, and very very important question. Asian elephant, you see Asian elephant, if you observe, what you observing, Asian elephant have smaller round ears, while the African elephant, you see African elephant ears will be there. African elephant ears much larger ears, and Asian elephant have twin domed head, and African elephant have round head. Asian elephant, only male elephant can have tusk, and while the African both male and female elephant can have tusk. So these all question you have must be very nicely go through this, very nicely revise all the questions. That's what's in this chapter. Okay, many question you can also write your answer by your own, and very nicely you have to learn. Okay children, now you see the next chapter, chapter 4, the story of Amrita. In this, it is a true story children. It is a very true story. Long ago, almost 300 years. You see in which village? It is, the village name is Kejadli. All of you remember Kejadli village. Many are doing the mistake of this spelling. Okay, so don't do the spelling mistake. Kejadli. Okay, Kejadli village, and the village got his name because of there will be which tree? Khezadi tree. Okay, there will be which tree? There is a Khezadi tree grew there. And you see In this village, the villagers are very nicely say अगर पेड़ है तो हम हैं. So this is what they're nicely they, because plant can survive without us, but we cannot survive without them. Yes, children, it is very true. Look, next will be, you see here, all the childrens are very nice. All childrens are very nicely here playing in the shade of a tree. And Amrita friend is who? Who is Amrita friends? Amrita friend is the tree. Okay, so it is will they are very nicely play the game in the where they are playing in the shade of the tree. Okay, so here you can see, you see childrens. What is afforestation? Is a process of planting tree or sowing seeds in a barren land to create a forest, bring proper rains. That's what's, if we plant trees very nicely, we have reduced global warming, prevent soil erosions, bring beauty to the nature, right, children? So all of you plant trees. Okay, so let's see trees in danger. You see here, children, trees in danger. What? How trees in danger? Because one day the king Amrita was not now grown up. Okay, and one day the she greet went to greet her trees, but she saw that there are so many strangers. Why the strangers coming? They have a what? They have a access, and they have a access. They said the king had to send them to cut the trees. My God! So cutting of the trees and removal of the forest or stand of the trees, where the land is then converted into the non-forest use, is called deforestation, right, children? Deforestation. And we can't do this thing. Okay, deforestation has lot of effect is there. So deforestation, so deforestation, you understand. You see, children, the king had sent to cut the trees. Now, why the king is sent? Because the king was wood needed for building the palace. So, what is deforestation? Deforestation is when the forests are destroyed by cutting trees on a large scale or not replanting them. Understand? So, this is what you see. All the villagers are very nicely hug the trees, and this stranger is cutting the trees. But omens, you see, especially the omen of the villager is very nicely hug the trees, and how they are saving the trees very nicely. We see the Chipku movement. One type of movement is there was non-violent movements aimed at protections and conservation of trees, forests from being destroyed. Right, children? So you see here, children, that who are the Vishnois? You see, many villagers are sacrificed their lives. You see, the many villagers sacrifice their life for cutting the for stop protecting the hugging the tree to protect them, right? So for stop cutting of trees, that many villagers sacrifice their life. Now village are protected, is protected. The sea, there is a strong feeling green, and king is that of the trees, the green great affected the king greatly, and is ordered them from then there no animals, no one is harmed. Okay, and there is a Vishnoi. Vishnoi, you see, who are the Vishnois? Vishnois are the tribals community living in the western Rajasthan on the fringe of the Thar deserts. For what purpose? They conserving the plants and animal. Okay, to the extent of sacrificing their life to protect the environments. Right, children? You see. Next, you see, children, here. Uh, Even in the middle of the desert, the areas is green, and animals roam freely without fear. So you see now also they are continue for protections. You see here, children, you see sometimes in the news paper, or you are reading, and TV shows, film actors are legally action for hunting the black buck, hunting a black buck, and you see many animals hunt. So for this, government of our country passed wildlife protection acts, right, children? So if you hunt, you will get punished by the law. This is an act to provide the protections for wild animals, birds, plants, and this act was passed in the year, which year? 1972. So must be remember this thing, Chipko movements and wildlife protections act, right, children? So this is very important questions you have to learn very nicely, and very nicely you have to uh, now you see, children's, Here, Santi grandfather told her when he was small, there is a soft birds like a sparrow, moina, and it's but can you guess why there is number of become less? So children, you see the number reasons why the hunting and cutting of trees, right, which have reduced the number of these birds. We just think this reason, and now you see children here one of the tree, the most common tree, that is Kezadi tree, the most common tree that grew in Amrita village, right? And you see what is the a very important question coming from here. Kezadi tree is mainly a special features of the Kezadi tree. It is grow without much water. Its bark is used for making medicine. People cook and eat its fruits. Its woods is not affected by the insect. Okay, like this, animals eat the leaves of Kezadi, and children's like you play in the shade of the tree. So we need to save the tree, right, children's? So this is what in this chapter, and many question also we discussed in the previous videos. You have to revise well and see that video about Vishnu we discussed, and many things about these questions, many questions we discussed. So all of you please proper revision, and very nicely you have to give the answer of the question by